got started with this?
Okay. Well, I was researching stuff about one of my favorite blues musicians, Lightning Hopkins, and I read somewhere that he made a cigar box guitar and he played it on a couple of his recordings. So I was curious about, cigar box guitars, and I looked them up on the internet. Apparently, it's kind of a do-it-yourself movement, and there are a lot of plans for them on the internet. And I found one that, didn't seem too difficult to make. So, and I knew I had a cigar box because I got one at an estate sale, and so I decided I'd just put one together. And so, I carved out the sound hole, and then I sanded down the neck so that I could play it, and I drilled out the holes for the tuning pegs and for the strings. I put in a bolt for the nut, and I put in a screw for the bridge. I strung it all up, and I got myself a cigar box guitar. Any real performing anywhere public, but I've played with some of my dad's friends. I usually either play this or I know how to play steel guitar, and I'm the only one who knows how to do that, so I generally do that.
Any plans to be a famous rock star someday?
Well, my genre of music is not the most commonly listened to, so, but I would like to at least get recorded someday. That would be fine.
And what type of music? Are we talking hillbilly music?
Yeah, hillbilly music.
Really?
I know a lot of old bluegrass songs, a lot of old country songs, and then I also know several blues songs too, in the acoustic country blues style.
So someday you would like to be in a full-fledged band, or is that what you call it, a band?
Sure. If I could find enough people who like the same music as I did and I could play with, that would be great.
What do you like about this kind of hillbilly? Is that the right term, hillbilly?
Well, in fact, country records were originally called hillbilly records back in the good old days. But I like it because it's raw, it's folksy, and it's kind of the pure music of the working class. It was the kind of music that farmers would play after they got done with the fields, that people who worked at the mill, at the sawmill, lumberjacks, coal miners, and they would go home and they would play this kind of music, and it was just kind of a tradition passed down from the original immigrants to that area, and it mixed in with the traditional African music from this kind. Thanks a lot. I got a broken heart, that's all I got. You made me cry, and I cried a lot. I lost your love, thanks a lot. You told our friends when you were passing by that you're not sorry, you made me cry. You said I deserved everything I got, but that's how you feel, thanks a lot. That's Thanks a Lot by Ernest Tubb.